Hello, everyone, and this is Moradius, and today we are going to be continuing my 100% run of the Zelda classic game Isle Rebirth. Now, we have like 2 bosses left, unless Postgame has surprises, which would be a bit rough. Can't wait to see Link defeat the evil. Yeah, I hope we see that today. If we don't, then ouch, that's gonna hurt a lot. Yeah, I forgot what I should do to make sure this is safe. Do these guys first, and then do that. I don't know how rough this is gonna be. I'm just gonna be mostly camping this spot in the hopes that it's... Okay, well, I couldn't really avoid that. Krampus from Binding of Isaac? Well, I've never played Binding of Isaac, so I wouldn't know. I do know that it was previously referred to as Krampus in this. So I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, so it might be good to just buy potions and then use potions to do the other half. I don't know how rough the other half is going to be, though, so that is going to be a slight problem. I should have grinded more money! Okay. Give me just a moment. But we're going to be doing a lot of going back and forth from the dungeon. Get potions just to properly do this fight. Well, I'd say properly do this fight. I'm not sure if what I'm doing properly qualifies as properly doing the fight, but... yeah. Those knights are definitely very, very annoying. These knights are so annoying, that's for sure. I mean, there's a decent chance that it probably is. It is, like I said, it's literally named Krampus. So, like, why would it not be Krampus? Okay, so you know that might not have been the best move. I really don't know what the best way to deal with these guys are. I mean, it might just be hope for the best, which I would not like. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Like, I don't know. I don't like these guys very much. And like, I don't really want to keep going back and forth just to do this for just to earn the right to actually do the fight. Like, I have no idea how much health this guy has. It's probably a crazy amount. Let's not kid ourselves. Guys don't like the eye of the racing. Yeah, I mean, like, I know it's a bonus dungeon, but it is rough, man. I can't imagine how brutal hero mode is. Like, I didn't even pick the hardest difficulty. And I don't think I want to, given how much trouble I'm having with the base difficulty. I get enough to buy it. But yeah, like, the game is really good at giving you upgrades and then making it feel like you're still doing worse than you were doing before. Like, I have so many hearts, I have so much damage resistance, and yeah, I still fold really quickly. And that's pretty annoying. Yeah, not a fan of these skeleton guys at all. You want to get summoned in the fight. If they didn't get summoned in the fight, I wouldn't care as much, but like, I don't know how to deal with those guys effectively, and that's probably like a skill issue. I mean, it really is, but still. Like, the easiest way is obviously like to annihilate them with the bloody staff, but like, you know, like, that takes a lot of resources. And especially if this guy just spams them, then it's hard to actually do anything. like you're already throwing these guys back at me again. Like, I don't know. That they deal so much damage. You have to pretty much immediately focus them down. And like, maybe I'm just bad at the game, which, you know, if fair at this point. I probably am bad at the game, but it just sucks. It would be nice if he didn't spam those so often, but how often he does, you kind of can't just let him go out because he's going to keep spawning more. Just like, I don't know, like the way the fight is designed doesn't really feel like defeating Krampus is just phase 1 or just phase 1. It feels like you're not even getting started. You come to town to save for I don't think I have. To be fair, I did already save Zelda. Gosh, it is so hard. If it's like you need 40 hits, like you did for the Lumen, then I'm just so cooked. There's just not much I can do. Except keep bashing my head against it until I get lucky. I don't know. Soccer balls. That's one way of looking at it. You're not like entirely wrong. I just some tips for this boss would be useful. I know there's not going to be any tips anywhere in the game. It's just it's too much going on, and of course the insane damage output is not appreciated. Might be a little better if I knew like just how much damage I was expected to need. That's like a bad start already. Like you pretty much do need to burst Krampus down immediately, otherwise like you're just cooked. But like if he's not cooperating, then you just really can't. Hey, like, again, it deals so much damage. I get 3-shot by getting clipped. It's not cool. Gosh, it just does so much damage. I think that's a new personal best, but like, hacking heck. Where am I going? I need to farm cash. More potions. I'm really hoping he's on the lower end of health and it's not something ridiculous. Otherwise, we could very well take the whole team just trying to beat this guy, which would be quite a lot of suffering. I really wish the guy here sold red potions instead of blue, but it is what it is. I can't have that happen before my thing. Spawning these guys. Stop spawning them. 17. 18. Hacking hat, he takes so much hits. God, if it really is 40 hits, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad. I played it so well that time, and of course, this wasn't enough. I'm really hoping it's like 20. We don't need crazy health pools for these. Can't imagine you this. Well, I mean, like, I'm not really that mad. I'm just a bit annoyed. Spending 3 hours on a fight because they overtuned it a bit is not the most fun. Like, ideally, I beat Krampus with as I have a lot of health left. Which may or may not be hard to do. already at half health. We're just gonna end the run there. It's not worth trying on that attempt. Yeah, gosh dang it! It's gonna be... Gosh, I really am kind of wanting to game today because I've been struggling out. I've been doing a lot, and it's just like we've already been sunk so much time. I thought I was almost done several streams ago, and yet we just keep having to go, and I don't... 3 hours. It's still not clear. But yeah, it definitely does feel a little overtuned in terms of damage, how much health it has. I don't know, man. It's rough. last moment. Like I said, I want to make sure I still have hearts on the top row. If I don't, then I consider it not worth continuing that run. Alright, well I'm not doing a great job of this. Again, I need to stop getting hit on my way to the boss, so I can just go in. No, I'm getting really bad at this. Like, of course, ideally, I want to spend as little time on that part as possible. I'd like to think hitting Krampus with the sword while it does that. I mean, we're doing more damage to him, but probably not for the invincibility range. I know I'm being like, I don't want to say I'm being picky on what runs I let continue, but like, how long we're gonna be here is best not to waste time. Stop spotting these guys! 7. Oh, and now I have a useful potion. I mean, I might as well get some use out of it, but that's just really poor performance on my part. Fucking heck, man. I really just have to get lucky and hope that he spams like the gust move or the curse move. Or the laser, that works too. It's like doing the Death Knights. I think they're called Death Knights. I think I saw something they're called that, but it just makes it a lot trickier to maneuver, and I have to waste resources to deal with it. I guess I should maybe look for spots that are always safe with the fire patterns, and that's probably bottom left square. There's just no consistent pattern. Gosh dang it! That makes this so much more needlessly complicated and annoying than it needs to be. And of course, like, I'm not even trying to hit him with my sword because he's just way too deadly up close. I'm curious. Does this get rid of them? It probably does. Yeah, it looks like it doesn't even affect them. Oh, I don't know why I thought it would be any different. Yeah, so the only way to get rid of these guys fast is with a bloody staff. Man, like, of all the ads to summon, I mean, like, you could still do a lot of very annoying ads, but like that's just toxic, man. Run. Alright, getting a magic drop from him is very good. Gate. And we got another half-used potion. Gosh dang it! Okay, stupid curse, man. Tired of this boss's ridiculous damage. I have like 30 plus hearts, and it all means nothing when you do like 6 hearts of damage in one hit. Like, come on, man, that's ridiculous. You have to play so... I feel like you have to play so perfectly, otherwise it's just all over. Even with 2 potions, it barely does anything. They really should have made the potions 3 to full health, because... And I forgot to grind for a piece. Because it really feels like more of a band-aid on the problem, rather than something that's supposed to help you last a lot longer. Did not realize this game would be so gosh dang. I thought flow of time was difficult. This is and then a whole nother level. But I have been making decent progress. Not necessarily the most consistent progress, but I am making progress in the fight. As long as it's not some ridiculous amount of hits. I just need to get a little lucky. That's all. Or I could just get a lot lucky. That works too. It's rough fighting Krampus with Tartarus there, just because. Well, like, Krampus doesn't do like that much damage, but it's still like. Well, obviously you gotta focus on killing him as quick as possible. I'm just gonna ignore that fire right now. I know that's scuffed. Oh my gosh, just. Let me be able to get a really good attempt in. That's throwing a bajillion death knights and making it nigh impossible. Like, yeah, I guess I should be focusing more on making sure I'm dodging Tartarus' attacks. Gosh, it would be real nice if the Death Knights dropped fairies in the middle of the fight instead of, you know, only doing it outside. And like if you play it too safe, then the virus start piling up, and then it starts getting out of control, and then you just have to reset. That was more damage than I should have taken. Stone these guys. 3. Stop spawning him! Oh my gosh, stop. Hey. Kick with me. Yeah, they sure do. Oh, this sucks. I feel like it was starting good, but then he just spammed way too many of the Death Knights, and I can't really counter that without wasting a ton of resources, and I can't really get much hits in. If he spawns too much, I'm just cooked. I can't do anything. It's so annoying. Such a resource-intensive fight that is having to be like that. I'm definitely already like just sick and tired of this boss. It just feels so RNG whether I'm even allowed to have an attempt. And even then, all it takes is just some bad luck of him constantly spamming anything I can't do anything about without well, if he spams it, like, I can't do anything. I'm just dead. No matter how good the run's going, he spams too many Death Knights, I'm dead. I don't know, man. Stop! I'm just so sick and tired of this boss already. I've been at this for an hour, and sometimes it just feels so luck-based. So much of it was out of my control. If he keeps spamming this, there's just no counterplay. I just wish I had, like, some idea of how many hits it would take to kill the boss. Because, like, if it's something crazy, like 40 hits, then I might just say, you know what? It's beyond my ability. I do not want to waste that much time on screen trying to beat this stupid fight. It's just not entertaining, probably, to see me fail again and again and again, and it's not as fun to really play when it's this gosh dang RNG. Or it feels like it. 29. Message. I mean, yeah, it may end up having me be 99%, and I really hate to do that, but, like, if this boss is just that overtuned and that RNG, then it just stops being interesting to watch. It might already be at the point where it's just, like, not fun for anyone involved, so I don't know. It's like I don't have any way of really looking at how much damage it could take. So I don't know. And you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I hate to kind of do saves coming like this, but like we're already going to be here forever, even with this. So I kind of don't care. We are going to. I'm going to buy red potion. I'm going to save, and every time I die, I'm going to quit without saving. That way, we don't have to go through this whole stupid thing of going to buy a red potion. I just have a red potion every encounter. Yeah, sorry, I just don't have much to say at this point. I've already gone through it a bunch. It's just, do I get lucky enough to progress? No, then like, throw that bin in the throw that attempt in the trash and then try again. Like, I'm not even really getting to the point where I feel like it's even worth continuing with the attempt to bother use the potion. Even if I'm going to be using the save scumming method, it's just like, why bother wasting time on an attempt that's not obviously not using. And like, it's a pretty good game otherwise, except like level 11 boss. Level 11 boss is just... And I think this boss is just way too overtuned. It asks way too much of you. I don't know. I don't want it to be just hours and hours of me complaining about this boss. Okay, if someone's told me that there is a different weapon you can get that might make the fight more manageable. So, you know, we might just go and do... Let's just kill Venser, honestly. I can grind magic in the pot. So it's probably just simpler to kill Venser, see what endgame or post-game has in store. There's supposedly golden arrows. And it deals a lot more damage. But yeah, I guess there's apparently a whole other phase that I haven't even started to see, and I can't waste that much time on this tonight. I don't even remember how many hits it takes to defeat Venser's first form. I just remember it wasn't that bad. You can get a lot of hits on him. Trying to see if I can get to phase 2 without I need a potion. Oh, you got a health refill? Wow, that's I know I'm kind of being a little dumb, but what if I can? What if I can just be a little dumb? I don't remember this phase. I don't like that giant death laser he does. I'm a bit worried about what that's supposed to entail, because I don't know how you're supposed to avoid it, and it seems like it deals a ton of damage. I might not be able to be as reckless as I thought. We're still going to use the trick of saving right outside the fight so that we can just easily get back in and out. We don't have to keep doing this. I can very clearly grind up the rupees to get these potions. It's just... it just gets a bit repetitive to keep going and doing it. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. That just freeze you. 7. You didn't even get close enough to actually get complete. 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 3, 4, 5. You don't need a potion quite yet. It'll be a bit of a wait. Oh, I think I see. When he does that move, you need to hit him in the eye, otherwise he will... That being said, I'm low on health. Okay, I am being like maybe a touch bit very reckless. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, that's a bit of a rough move. I do think you are supposed to use the eye, hit the eye. It's just a bit difficult to boost. Okay, that was a little silly of me, just seeing how reckless I could be. And the answer is like, you like do get a lot of hits in, but how much not beat that reckless. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I kind of assumed he was supposed to phase transition, but he wasn't. 1. So like you could definitely make the argument I'm not taking this fight as seriously as I should. Maybe I should just try it without using bloody staff. I hate that the magic spell freezes you, or the ice spell freezes you, but also drains your magic, which is a big bummer. I lost count. It's fine. Can you stop draining my magic? You're a powerful eldritch deity from another dimension. Surely you don't need to keep draining my magic. You have enough. He just has a lot of health. Like, I know it took at least 20, it's like upwards of like, okay, now that just starting off with that's mean. I'm not accepting that. This is, he does have a lot of health. Even with like this staff, like taking out huge chunks of his HP, it's still like a lot of health. I should really do a lot more practice. One. Two, three. It's just, I don't know, a health bar would definitely help a lot. Because I don't know if he even has like another phase. If he does, that'd be kind of Gosh, like this is definitely a bit annoying. I don't know, like, this is just so, and this is probably not the fight. First of all, the fight's not as much of a pushover as I was hoping to do. Phase 1's definitely a pushover, but the second phase is a lot more brutal. And after dealing with Tartaros and just not being able to do it, it's a bit annoying to have to slog through another boss, and it's just... The boss fights aren't exactly what I'm here for. I'm here for the puzzles and the dungeon solving. No, I want to say that one felt closer. I have no idea whatsoever if that's just delusional or if it's based in reality or not. But all we can do is keep throwing more attempts at it. It definitely doesn't feel as RNG as Tartaros. I just need to understand how the pattern is going. I was like, the use of the bloody staff is definitely going into a bit of drawbacks. I hope this stream hasn't been like too terrible to watch. And it's actually so moderately entertaining to struggle against this boss and the other boss. But there is sometimes it definitely feels like they make these bosses run a little too long. Gosh, I hate that attack. First, I need to be so wasteful with my health. How did you become so powerful? Even without my true might, you should be nothing more than an insect before me. I don't think this end. While my body withers, my spirit will live on, just like it did centuries ago. Someday I shall gain my strength to return home. That, I promise. Oh, thank goodness we actually defeated him. Well, we can say we beat the game. Dark Realm is too unstable after Venser absorbed his power. We need to seal it before it spirals out of the gate. Well, good, Link. The gate will close. Wait, look. Is it sealed? Is it finally over, Link? We can finally return to Hyrule. It's finally back in Hyrule. I'm gonna try and convince my father to send ships to aid the inhabitants of that island. So what Venser said he's perished. That's true, he can't be killed. However, he's trapped in the unstable Dark Realm for now. As long as we separate the Triforce again, the gates to the Dark Realm should remain closed forever. Like that has ever worked out. And now we can see all the credits. A lot of people worked on this one. Contest is now available. All right, let's save our game. Oh, this is a sound test. Well, we don't care about that too much. So we still have another piece of heart to find, and we're going to do that before we fight Tartaros again, probably. We need to go over here. Because we know that there's something that unlocks up in the sky after you beat the game. Well, we're on timely demise just yet. We opened a little bit sooner than expected. Come on in. Welcome to the Hall of Memories. Hope you enjoy your stay. Face your memories. Took a long time to get this place open. We're debating signing a contract with the company for additional revenue. Well, I appreciate you having all this here, but also this feels like a boss rush mode. No! I'm just not going to be able to catch a break, am I? No, I'm not ready to fight all the bosses, but harder and tankier in a row, and it's... Oh. I don't know if I'm... Man. That's just... I don't know. Some of these things might just be beyond me. I don't know. If it was just fighting the bosses normally, then like, sure. But like, fighting buffed versions of all of them back to back, and some of them are already brutal as is. I don't know about that one, Chief. That's just a bit too ridiculous at this point. Like, I don't want to just give up, but like... choice I have. I don't want to be like spending the next 10 Well, that's possibly all the pieces of heart. There might still be one more. There aren't a piece of heart to get though, so I'm not sure about that. What else do I want to do? I know there's like... just double check some things to make sure I'm not missing. Because like I don't know where you would get these light arrows other than doing the boss arena, and that just sounds miserable if I have to do the boss arena again and again and again. Yeah, so Hall of Memories is what you gotta do if you want to get light arrows. Gosh dang it. That just sounds absolutely miserable. Yeah, like I might just I'll probably give it like some tries and all, but they really are kind of testing my patience with this. Already with how like stupidly tanky a lot of the bosses are in late game. Having to fight them all, it's just I don't know if I have it in me. But we'll see. I'll give it some tries. I'm gonna do the usual. Probably the problem is like I don't want to fight Medusa again. Like I already like expressed a lot of hate for that fight, and that's gonna make me do it again. And I just don't know about that, man. I really don't think they should have made it an arena style fight where you gotta beat them all back to back to back to back. Like, dude, that's just miserable. It's at this point where I really wish I could save state, because then I'd probably be able to beat it. It wouldn't be like totally legit, but like at this point, I don't know how much I care, man. Let's save so I don't need to go through grinding money again and again and again. stupid, bro. Like, I just don't know how much I care. This is just, like, asking way, way, way too much. If I had known that they would be asking me to do this much ridiculousness for 100%, I don't know if I would have chosen this game. I mean, like, I'm still gonna keep giving it some more tries, but, like... Like I said, it'd just be miserable. We'll probably spend... I don't know. I'm just like a bit sick and tired. Maybe one day I will come and revisit this, but I in this currently I do not see myself beating this 100%. It's already asked so much of me, and then it asks like to do so much more, and I don't know. I'm gonna keep trying this like the rest of the stream, but like I don't see myself getting it. I don't know. Like, if they gave at least potion refills and like a full health refill after every few fights, then like maybe I could see myself doing it. But as is, it's just like stupid. I mean, it's like not really stupid, but it's just it is a bit ridiculous. Asking this much. I don't know. Like, I hate to use this, but easy mode, enemies deal less damage. Like, I hate having to do that, but I feel like if I don't do that, then this just, I don't know. I feel like this is the only way for it to really be feasible, and I hate having to do it, but it's just like either that or spend like another 20 hours on this game, and I'm not going to do that. I'd rather try to see if I can do it. But I don't know. I'm gonna like avoid saving just in case, but like. I am just a little salty about how this is kind of all and like with how doable the rest of the game is, it just feels a little wild that they're like, all right, now we're going super crazy hard for this last bit, and I just. I hope this is not like just terrible to watch. I'm just really sorry how it's ending. Like it feels like with this, of course, it isn't going to feel satisfying. I still don't know why Scourge just folds so quickly. That, like, everything else is just tanky attack, and then this Scourge, you just, like, you sneeze on it and he dies. So actually, someone mentioned to me now that, like, I guess apparently I've already missed out on something that's missable, and I guess the first time you fight Venser in the Prismatic Gate, if you don't defeat him there, you lose out on an item forever, and it's just like, really? That kind of sucks, but... You know, now I think about it, it does make sense that we're skipping over some of these fights. This fight's gonna be just miserable as it. How are bad are the fights against Venser going to be? Another restroom. Champion of Haribo, Moosh. Alright. Alright, so they didn't include Venser in Lumen, so that is the one saving grace of this. Thing's considered like pretty tame compared to. Wow, that really hurt. You're kind of a jerk. I was just paid to advertise in this place by a candy company. You don't do that to me. I'm sorry, bud. I'm just a little tired of watching. You got the light arrows. These are ripped through multiple enemies. Alright, we got that done. Now, give me just a moment. I want to double check something. I went and just wanted to make a backup of my save before I did the easy mode, so if I ever want to come back and do it legit, I could. But anyways, so now it's time to go give Tartaros a shot. Reading some things, he might have just actually literally been impossible to defeat if you didn't have the light arrows. Which means all that effort I did earlier was like literally a waste. And I think if they're going to make it available before post-game, then they shouldn't make it mandatory to need something that you get in post-game. It's just a little bit mean. Well, it's a lot mean, actually, to go and do that. Oh my god. Probably buy another potion. Alright, let's save game here. Like I said, I have a backup, so even though it's on easy mode now, I have a version without, if I want to do it without doing all this stuff, then you have that as an option. I'm gonna be real with you. That does not feel like it's less damage. I mean, I don't mind doing this one legit, but okay, so he's unaffected by the arrows. Okay. Always able to stand between those cursors like that. We not do the whole curse thing. It's like Elena's Inception boss. I don't know what. But yeah, so like the fact that I think he's not harmed by anything other than the light arrows. So all that effort I was doing before was worthless when I was fighting him, which is just a real shame. But it is what it is. Crazy, really crazy what I need to do here. Let's try it again.
So long as, like, we get good patterns, it should be more manageable, because it's only about, like, 15 hits, which is much less than, like, the 20 plus I was having to do before. It's much easier to get hits in. Now, I don't know about the last phase. I lost so much of my muscle memory from this fight because I went and did the other stuff, and that's just... I don't know, man. It may just be... and come back at a later point in time to beat this boss instead of beating it in the stream and just move on to a new game after this. So tired of the crazy. You need to be aggressive, otherwise you're alive. Aggressive, not much. It's just... yeah, I don't know. Just the whole thing feels like it could have been done a little better. And like I said, they really should have relegated this to post-game instead of making it available to free. It's like literally impossible to actually beat it. After all this, it's just...
I've been informed that there is another magic regen ring somewhere in the game. I don't know where, because I didn't see very many spots that were closed off in the post. They said you need to be in post game for it, but might as well look around for it a bit, I guess. So if I was another magic regen ring, told to go back to the Hall of Memories. Let me go. See what that's about. And I'm not sure why I'm being told to go back here, because I do not see anything to note. I'm being told it's better to use a staff like this. Which, fair enough, fair enough. I probably did not use the smartest way. I don't know what else would be here. I mean, maybe it's you need to beat this on the harder difficulty of the game in order to do it, or in order to get the item. Which, you know, I could see being the case. But of course, I'm not even going to try the harder difficulty because this was annoying enough on normal difficulty. I guess until I get some more answers, I'm just going to go back to find Tartaros. Whatever. Yeah, I do think that, like, as a whole, this game, if you stick to the main game, it is pretty enjoyable. It definitely gets very challenging near the end, but it's still pretty manageable. But I think the bonus content, it goes a bit off the rails, and it's just a lot of suffering for the heck of it. Just do this here. Like, the dungeon itself is rough, and you know what? Fair. I don't mind the difficulty of the dungeon. It's rough, but you can work your way through it. You can solve the puzzles. The boss is just
Uh. Okay, so that method did indeed kill the boss without using up all my magic. Great, you cursed me so I can't turn this off and just wasted all my magic. Yeah, I'm just... I'm sure, like, the really good Zelda Classic players were really happy with this. This is probably a very difficult challenge for them to overcome, but for a casual person like me, not so much. I'm being told that I need 30 hearts, so that might mean that there's like 4 pieces of heart somewhere out in the world that I missed. And you know what? Let's just spend the last bit of time with this game, because I don't think I'm coming back to these Tartaros. That's just too ridiculous. We're gonna spend the rest of our time just hunting down pieces of heart. There should be about 4 pieces of heart left, if this is correct. So we're just gonna go look across the world, see what we can find. Obviously that's the sound test. There's already a piece out there. We need to like explore every inch of every place for any sign. We need to go back into every cave. We didn't need to do that per se, but that cave again. Guy is morbid concerning the circumstances. And I need to make sure there's like no hiding behind trees, because that's definitely something that's been done, especially in the skies, so it wouldn't be surprising to do it if they did it elsewhere. Bothering and trying to do anything with that. Well, I found 20 rupees. It would have been nice if it was one piece of the heart I'm missing, but it was not. Well, it is a bit annoying that I somehow failed to find 4 pieces of the heart. No, I was already told by someone looked into it. They don't have our container. Regardless, I think like I'm not gonna spend a whole nother stream on this game. It's probably gonna be something that I'll look for the pieces of heart in between doing other stuff. Because I'm just tired of this right now. I could see all the pieces of heart just being behind trees, and I just missed them all. Which would be pretty annoying, honestly, but we'll explain how I missed them all. It would have kind of all been in plain sight, and I just was not observant enough. Bird doesn't do anything for us. Maybe I should check here, I guess. I know I'm kind of like only half-heartedly checking. No, I should be giving it a much better effort, but there. Nothing in there. Okay. Kind of weird. Love that puzzle. I don't even know. It does feel kind of weird that it's like. No, I know. Like I'm not necessarily like the most observant guy, but. Given how thoroughly I've gone over the map several times, it does feel like it's a bit of an ass to find 4 more heart pieces. We just did that. Fangame. You already did that. Oh, so the golden enemies come back. That's crazy. Well, it's still not an issue because we're not going to fight them again because there's literally no point. Nothing behind those palm trees. That was training game. Already did that. Sword off. As the truth is revealing nothing to me. Here. got that one. Prison's not gonna have anything. It's training game. I mean, like, it could be they're all up north, but I feel like around here would be a pretty prime candidate for something I'm missing. Because like there was already a piece of heart I missed here. But it's not looking too promising in that regard. I also don't know if like they literally use every single square or if some of these are just unused, because it feels like they're just unused. And maybe that's wrong to think that, but I don't know. The game's not really giving me any reason to believe otherwise. No hit system like in Twilight Princess. Yeah, that is a little surprising. Well, here's one that I missed. Okay, it's just a trick. There's only one valid. Okay. Okay, this does verify that I did in fact miss a few. Yeah, but like the best hint that we have is just the ones with truth identifying secrets, and we don't get it. It would have been, they did have a thing to find the cursed skulls, which is what you would use to unlock the bonus dungeon. And yeah, they pretty much made it so you could easily find those or be given a hint. Also, I will say, like, to be fair, with Zelda Classic, it's not probably you'd have to code something special in order to be able to give hints, or it might be a lot of just extra effort. I want to check the desert. I kind of don't want to right now. Maybe That would be something I check a little later. So we got that one. Did this puzzle. This guy is just chilling down here. Probably heal up just to be safe. You already got one that was there. Might as well. There. I don't know why those triggers showed up. Probably not actually anything though. Don't know if there would actually be anything here in this town. Already got that. Already got the thing here. Already fought the golden Lionel. I guess there could be something in these rooms, but... Don't need to talk to Zelda again. Alright, so... I don't exactly have the luxury of time right now, so we are probably going to be ending the stream here. Obviously there's still a few things left to do. I think I'm going to just save it for something I do in between streams instead of doing like Pikmin 2 randomizer. Because the post game stuff in this and Tartaros, it really kind of soured the experience for me. So I think I just need to step away from this a bit, do the little bits of completion a bit later when I'm a bit less miffed by everything. So next Saturday we will be picking up a different Zelda classic game, part of a trilogy. It's balanced in nature. I don't think it's necessarily as refined as this or Flow of Time, but it does make references to the Oracle game, so you know that would be fun, and the puzzles might be good too. It won't have this exact same art style, but I think it's also good to just get away from the Oracle art style just a little bit. So yeah, we're going to be doing this. We will
finish 100%ing, or as much as we can, 100%ing Isle of Rebirth at a later point. I just do not really want to do it right now. So, thank you everyone for watching. Obviously, pick this back up on Saturday from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, we will see you all next time.